Welcome to A Student of Leadership, a micro-podcast where leaders are made one habit at a time. Hosted by Rob Adams, a leadership veteran with 30 years of experience, this podcast explores key concepts that define exceptional leadership. Each episode delves into a powerful word or strategy, offering practical insights and real-world stories. Whether you're just starting out or an experienced executive, join Rob as he guides you in learning, growing, and leading with purpose.
Welcome back, everybody. Rob Adams, your micro podcast host of A Student of Leadership, and this is where great leaders are made, one fabulous habit at a time. Today, we are unpacking one of the most legacy-building practices in leadership, and it's a great one right behind the coaching one we just covered. This is on mentoring. Mentoring isn't about giving advice or telling your story. It's about investing in someone else's future by offering your experience, time, and belief. Great mentors don't just teach skills. They transfer wisdom, build confidence, and shape character. They see not only where someone is, but where they could go. And in today's story, you'll see what happens when a mentor sees potential that even the mentee can't yet see in themselves. The story is about a cafeteria worker and the future nurse. And the story takes place in a public high school in the state of Michigan, not in the classroom, but in the cafeteria. Denise, a longtime cafeteria worker, noticed that a student named Maria came through the lunch line every day with her head down and she barely spoke. Maria's family had recently immigrated from Guatemala. She was struggling with English, confidence, and connection with others. But Denise didn't ignore her. She started with a simple smile. And then she started teaching Maria a new English word every day. On a sticky note: confidence, courage, future. Over the months, Maria opened up. They started having some dialogue. Denise began asking her questions, not about food, but about her dreams. Maria admitted she wanted to be a nurse, but didn't think someone like her could even do that. Denise didn't lecture or push. She just simply said, "You can. You just don't know it yet. But I do. I believe in you." She helped Maria research nursing programs. She found her a tutor. She connected her with a former student who had made it through. And she showed up to Maria's high school graduation with a card that said, "Now go do it." Today, Maria is a practicing nurse in Detroit, Michigan. She says she never would have made it without Miss Denise. Not because Denise had all of the answers, but because she showed up, believed in her, and she stayed. That's true mentoring. Quiet, powerful, and yes, life-altering. Now let's get in some real talk. Are you a mentor or just being a boss? Let's get a little bit honest here. You see, mentoring isn't a program or a meeting on your calendar. It's a mindset, a decision to notice, engage, and support someone else's own personal journey. Now here's the gut check. Is there someone in your orbit who's full of potential, but maybe low on their own belief? That's who needs a mentor. Not your top performer, not even your rising star. No, the one who doubts that they belong in the room is the one that you should be focused on. The one who doesn't yet see what they're capable of. Great leaders don't wait to be asked to mentor. They go first. And John Wooden, the famous UCLA basketball coach, once said, "A good coach can change a game. A great coach can change a life." That is mentoring in a very simple sentence. Now, the real insight to that is mentors don't just pass down information. They call people up to become more than they believe they can possibly be. A Gartner study found that mentees are 25% more likely to be promoted and highly engaged at work. But here's the kicker. Mentors also report greater job satisfaction, loyalty, and purpose. Mentorship lifts both sides of the equation here. It's not a transaction. It is a relationship that changes everyone that's involved in the process. Now let's get into some habits that stick. Here are 3 ways to be a meaningful mentor. And you don't need a title to be a mentor. You just have to be having a commitment to these 3 behaviors. First of all, notice and invite. Look around. Who's flying under the radar? Say to yourself, "I see potential in you. Can we talk about where you're headed?" Number 2, ask, don't tell. See, great mentors don't lecture, they ask. What's your biggest obstacle? What would success look like for you? And then they close their mouth and they listen deeply. And number 3, stay consistent. Mentorship is about in the in-between moments. And follow up, check in, send a text, share an article. Be the voice that says, keep going, keep moving, you've got this. Now, your action challenge for this week is, I want you to think of someone in your world. Someone not getting the attention that they deserve. It could be a new hire, a junior employee, or a quiet team member. This week, I want you to reach out to them. Ask, how can I support your growth right now, immediately? Then do one more thing to help them move forward. That's the start of a mentoring relationship. Simple, intentional, and lasting. Because the greatest mentors don't change people with a speech. They change people with their presence. Mentoring is how leaders multiply their impact. It's how wisdom lives on. It's how we grow, not just performers, but people. Now, next week on a Student of Leadership Micro Podcast, we're going to explore sponsorship, a bold leadership behavior that goes beyond mentoring by actively advocating for someone's success when they are not in the room. That could be called a third-party compliment. Until then, keep building the habits that make great leaders, and remember that great leaders are made one habit at a time. Until next time, this is Rob Adams signing off for now. Take care, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of The Student of Leadership. Leadership is about who we become and how we help others grow. If you found value in this podcast, share it with a fellow leader and connect with Rob on LinkedIn or leave a review. New episodes drop weekly, so don't forget to subscribe to stay connected. Until next time, keep learning, growing, and leading with intention. Remember, great leaders are made one habit at a time. See you next time on A Student of Leadership.